This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
In hindsight, Jimmy Hart was, excuse me, being Jimmy Hart, but the Giant was some sort of form of the Ultimate Warrior there.
Dude, just hooting and hollering, so 80s, so over the top.
Right. So here come the Warriors. We're going to see Luger and Sting again. So I don't think when they gave Kevin the microphone there, and Rick jerked it from Kevin immediately, thinking that we've heard enough of this. Who knows what Kevin's going to say? And then Kevin, as he's walking out, mouthed to Arn, "What's wrong with him?" And I don't think he was talking about Flair. I think he was talking about Pillman. And looking back at it, it's pretty fucking cool, actually.
It was a cool angle.
And the fact is, Kevin was an old shooter, right?
Yeah.
And once he grabbed that leg, I knew then when I was calling the match, and I could see it again, that once he grabbed the leg and was holding on, once he got his shot, the shit was going to go down. But because I can tell you this, regardless of how great an athlete you are, and Brian Pillman was a great athlete, Lex Luger was a great athlete, you get in there with an old school shooter, you're fucked. And that's what Kevin was.
Is it true
What?
that you're jealous of Lex Luger's hairstyle here?
Somewhat. More of his traps than anything else.
What kind of traps? Do you have booby traps set up, or
No, the
bear traps, or
the trapezius muscles.
oh,
Because if you have trapezius muscles, you know what? You also have a lot of confidence in your ability in the ring.
I was just thinking you have got to work in trapezius on an upcoming AEW program.
Right. Hit him in the trapezius, and I gave him a lot of confidence.
I like where you move your lower jaw when you do that.
Get in the ring, you eggplant. Let's go.
Well, Tony, I'm kind of curious what you're going to think of this match, because Meltzer, not so big on it.
Okay.
13 minutes, 56 seconds, gives it -1 star. He says Luger stalled forever in getting in the ring, acting like he didn't want the match. The Warriors, the guys of wanting the titles, wrestled scientifically, which needless to say is not their forte. Actually, I can't figure out exactly what is their forte. Since they're legends of the 80s, the crowd is really into them. When they come out, their matches stink. All kinds of missed moves, capped off with a horrible finish. Sting's clearly the best worker in here, but once upon a time, man, I was convinced that Road Warrior Hawk could have had one hell of a singles run, dude.
Is that Meltzer saying this or you?
Me talking to Tony.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Me too, but he still wasn't what he was without Joe, you know. But yeah, I agree. And they gave him they gave him that world title shot, I believe, at in the Crockett era at Bunkhouse Stampede, I believe.
So how freaking cold was Cleveland this past week?
Oh man, to the bone. To the bone. I mean, first of all, you're in the north. Next, you're up against a lake. Come on. But great sports town. Even though they changed the name of their baseball team. Great sports town.
I mean, in hindsight, do you really care if they change the name of that team? Like, no, I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care. I never was a fan of theirs anyway. But I'm just
saying, hey, if it offends anybody, if somebody feels a certain type of way about it and we don't care about the name anyway, then, whatever.
Yeah. Did it really offend people? Look, sports teams are not going to do this unless it offends sponsors. That's simple.
Well, here's my thing, and I'm a Braves fan. We didn't know any better. Okay.
They're next. They're next, don't you?
Probably. But here's what I'm saying. Back then, when I was a kid as a baseball fan, we all did the chant.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see how somebody would be like, hey, wait a minute now.
Really?
That was my great grandfather, and you're just kind of mocking that. I could see that.
Okay. The chant maybe it's one thing, but anyway, Braves fans, they're coming for you next.
And who is they?
The politically correct police.
You don't like them? You don't like politically correct people?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying they're coming for Braves next.
I mean, but you're politically correct.
And then they're going to come for the Florida Gators because they don't want it to offend a Gator.
Now you're just being a fucking asshole. But you know, we were supposed to be doing Tony Reed's rap, and you went all PC on us.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
What if we just did? This is a great suggestion from Twitter. And don't just say no immediately. I know how you are.
Okay.
What if we did Tony Reed's rap, but you only did P and News raps?
No.
Well, then there's no bad language. No. You just don't like to have fun.
No. I just don't think I don't think it's entertaining. I don't think I'm that good at it. I think that
you don't know what's entertaining. you were on the shows like this. We're gonna get you back. You know what? Let's get on Amazon. Let me see.
What?
I'm getting on Amazon right now.
For what? What? You go buy me something?
Bubble Boy outfit. All right, got it.
Okay.
I'm getting a bubble so you and Lois can just have one together.
Oh.
We could film that actually. It'd be like elderly American gladiators. Marietta Satiators. That's what it'll be instead of American gladiators.
Satiators.
Make
fun. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You make fun of our age. You know what you're into now? You're into ageism.
Wait, what are you talking about? You're the one who started saying you're old. Not me.
Not sexism. You're into ageism.
That's not true at all. My wife is 7 years older than me.
Wow. Oh, Lord, that was bad.
How about that? Normally, fellas like myself, they'd be trying to date youngins, not me. I like somebody I can have a conversation with, somebody who can be my partner, somebody who can be a responsible adult.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't seem much now, but Lois is 6 years older than me, and right now it's a lot.
Well, here's the thing. When that happens, I'll just get me another one, Tony. When my car starts acting up, that's what I do. I get me another one.
Trade it in, right?
Yeah, no big deal. Get a newer model, you say.
Sometimes you can't do a trade-in when the model that you have has a lot of miles on it.
No, you can still trade it in. Or as Easy E taught us, you can throw it in the gutter and go buy another. You gonna throw Lois in the gutter? Is that what you're throwing?
No.
We like Lois. Lois is a big part of our program. I just wish she was an even bigger part.
Yeah, well, that's her.
What?
She's not going to be a bigger part of this program.
You don't ask. You tell. See, men do what they want. Boys do what they can.
Okay. You want me to ask Lois if she'll be a bigger part of this program?
No. I want you to tell her.
Okay.
She's a bigger part of the program.
And when I tell her that she's a bigger part of this program, what does that entail?
You want me to pretend like I'm you?
Yeah.
Do a little role play here, like it's a sales training call.
Yeah, please go ahead.
All right.
This is gonna be good.
Yo, it's Tony Schiavone, bitch. And I was just talking to that cracker over in Alabama, and he says your ass is on the show next week. So, bitch, don't be back talking. Get out your goddamn bubble next week, and you're gonna have to get your hair did. And I'm gonna have Chris over here. He's gonna take you to get them rollers out your hair. And then you have to put down Facebook. You have to start swallowing spit and talking that shit on WHW. That's what I thought. That's kind of how I think he was. I assume you talked to her.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool.
And if you ain't, I'm gonna take you to Bojangles later, and you can't get no drink. You know what that means? Bojangles, no drink.
Nothing to be able to slide those biscuits down with, right?
Dude. That Bojangles thing, I still get tagged in. People love that.
Really?
I had a guy in my office. I lost one of my very best friends a couple of years ago to a car wreck, and just a bad situation. But he left behind 2 very young adult kids, and so they'll stop by the office and just catch up with me. I'm like their Uncle Conrad. I've been around, they've been in my life for, I don't know, like 14, 15 years, something like that. So, the kid comes by one day and he's like, I just got off work and I'm going to go get some lunch now. I think I'm going to get some chicken. And you've been to my office before. I'm directly across from KFC, which, as you know, I consider to just be, you know, diarrhea through the drive-through. Like if you want to have an upset stomach, or you think, man, I'm probably not fit to live, then you eat whatever they're selling at KFC.
Okay.
And so I'm thinking he's going across the street, and I point and I say, bro, you're going to get diarrhea for lunch? And he says, no, I wanted good chicken. So I'm going to go to Popeyes or Bojangles.
Mm.
And I did a double take. I got my computer set up this way, and I'm like, wait a minute, did you say Bojangles? And he thinks Bojangles is up there with Popeyes. So maybe I'm wrong. I've been riding through there for lunch and eating or breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I tried that biscuit one time, and boy, that was a mistake.
Mm.
But I don't know that I've ever just ordered regular chicken from Bojangles. Where are you at on Bojangles chicken?
Love Bojangles chicken.
Really?
Yeah. They got a spice in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a spicy chicken that I really, really enjoy. I love all their food, especially their country ham biscuits, but I can't eat those because my effort at losing weight has been, God, Luger's lariats were horrible. But anyway, there you go. My effort at losing weight has been I've been stuck at this one weight for like months. And I'll go up a pound, go down a pound. Go up 2 pounds, down 2 pounds. Go up a pound, down a pound. Just so I can't eat those country ham biscuits, which I love from Bojangles, by the way. I'm sure Jay-Z Flair, our buddy Justin Zimmerman, who blows my mind when I know that he's trusted with a automatic weapon. Our buddy Justin Zimmerman loves Bojangles. He's sponsored by Bojangles.
He's not sponsored by Bojangles.
He's not?
No.
You mean he wears those Bojangles suits and is the Bojangles champion and has the Bojangles belt just on his own accord?
Yeah.
They don't pay him any money for that?
No.
They're getting all that free stuff from that knucklehead?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I think eventually they did send him some suits, but his first set, that was all just on him. But he willed himself into a couple of suits. I think he's got a custom iPhone with a piece of chicken on it.
You would think that he could go through the drive-through in the mornings and get a chicken biscuit and a coffee for free every
day until he died.
Mm-hmm.
But no, which is why I have no problem making fun of Bojangles here on the program.
Wow.
Because I know that I'm not potentially alienating a sponsor.
Right.
If they won't pay Jay-Z, there's no way they're going to pay me and you.
Right. Exactly.
Because, you and I will shield some stuff. I mean, on this very program, we shield some dick pills, some hair loss pills. Hell, we're probably going to try to sell you life insurance here in a minute. You know what I mean?
Well, guess what? Tony Schiavone, shilling since 1983.
Oh, you know what? That should be something we market: shilling and chilling.
Yeah. Absolutely. They're putting some time into this match here, these kids.
Dude, all we got left is 3 long ass matches. And let me just say in a loud and clear voice now, I need every Road Warrior match to be 5 minutes or less. But when they're out of here, Flair and Savage get nearly 19 minutes. Yeah. And then Hogan and Giant get 15 minutes. And Hogan and Giant, that should have been 7. Seriously, get it over with. Let's make that a TV match. What are we doing?
No, look, you can't go 7 minutes in a cage. You've got to put some time in a cage match.
Look at Sting off the top with the big splash. Oh. Think about how long ago this was. And he just did that on TV a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Off a stage, through a table.
And he did that on TV since the time this show happened and the time he went off the stage on Dynamite. He's had a very severe neck injury, right? So, yeah, it was that one blew me away. But again, it's Tony is so good to people backstage that you want to put in your best effort every time.
Hey, so what'd you think of Eric Bischoff and Jeff Jarrett being on Fox a couple of weeks ago? How cool was that?
Didn't see it.
You heard about it though.
Did not hear about it.
Okay, well, Jeff Jarrett and Eric Bischoff were on a program that the World Wrestling Entertainment Organization airs on Friday night. It's not on cable like what you have.
Yeah.
It's on broadcast. It's
broadcast TV. Yeah, I know. And what that means is that all the people who have antennas can get it.
Yes.
If in fact the station near them is a Fox affiliate. If not, they'll have to watch CBS, NBC, or ABC. Go ahead.
Thanks for breaking down how television works. We really appreciate that.
Right.
So Jeff was on it and Eric was on it. How about that?
They were on SmackDown?
They were on Fox, yeah, on SmackDown. It was from Nashville, Tennessee.
That's tremendous. What did they do? They do a run-in?
No, it was vignettes in the back. They had your favorite guitarist and mine, Mr. Rick Boogs.
Yeah.
And Shinsuke Nakamura having a conversation with Double J Jeff Jarrett. And then Adam Pearce had a conversation with Eric Bischoff.
Oh, so they're doing interviews now backstage.
Yeah, they were, I guess in your business, they would refer to it as a vignette.
Okay.
And then, of course, we all had a blast in St. Louis this past weekend. Hey, hypothetically, before we actually embarked on the adventure to St. Louis, all of us together on that road trip.
Yeah.
What time were you thinking you were going to be ready to leave before we actually decided on what we did? And of course, it's all well in the rearview mirror now.
Uh-huh.
But hypothetically, what time were you thinking you were going to be here in Huntsville, hitch a ride with Silva, Cassio, and myself?
Well, I was thinking that because I had a AEW Unrestricted podcast to do on Friday, that I was thinking that maybe I should not go with you guys and fly up on Friday after I did that.
That's okay. That's actually a solid plan. And I don't know why I was thinking you were in the car with us, because that event has clearly already happened.
Yeah. Well, when you're driving, you're pretty focused, laser
I
focused.
am. I'm looking at the lines, I'm not like Silva.
You only glance in the rear view mirror and the side view mirrors when you need to. You never turn your head, which is good. That's why I like riding with you. So, but I thought it would be best for me to fly up there on a Friday. But then again, with flights the way they are, you just never know. They're expensive too.
Hey, so I wanted to mention, I was riding around the other day around the lake here, not too far from my house, and Cassio was riding shotgun with me. We went to look at this one piece of property, and there was a guy in like a work truck hiding. Okay. You don't think that's interesting?
A guy in a work truck.
We happened to cross, it's this property that's vacant that we were going to go take a look at and check out, and looking to do some more investing here in 2022. And I had something I wanted to show him, and I said, hey, since we're over this way, let me show you this one. This is maybe one of the most unique properties I've ever seen. And as I go to turn around, I see that this is not just an empty, abandoned work truck, or maybe someone inside the property or what have you. There's someone in it. And when they saw us, they started trying to like slink down in their seat and try to disappear. They tried to hide.
Wow.
And it made me wonder, why would you be hiding inside of a work truck? Tony Schiavone, I throw to you. What's your theory?
Why would you be hiding in a work truck? Well,
Cassio had a theory and I had a different one.
Okay, so where was this work truck?
Parked behind a vacant property, lakeside.
Near your home?
Same town, but across the water.
Okay, maybe it was one of those wrestling websites trying to spy on you.
No, they would have. I did not belong there. This was not my property.
Okay, maybe he was getting a blowjob.
See, now that what Cassio thought.
Right.
I thought maybe the guy was hiding because he was doing drugs.
Okay.
No, Cassio thought drugs. I thought beach. I don't know, but it came down to beach or drugs.
All right.
And then we started to joke because Cassio goes, well, it can't be that one, Conrad. And I said, why is that? And he said, because the driver ducked. And I said, well, the driver could have been the one doing it. We don't know. And that got all over Casio, because I think whenever someone thinks about that act being performed, they think of the passenger being the one
performing
with their work boots on, if you will.
Right.
But I freestyled, could have been the driver, because they were in park.
Yeah.
Would it be possible, do you think, hypothetically, if you were driving, or if Lois was driving, for her to also, I mean, could she have done that?
No, she wouldn't have done that if she'd been the passenger. No, that wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have, that's
while you're driving. That's real talent.
no,
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.